This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Badgers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. First down here for the offense. Using his legs, it's Edwards. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Here's the give off the left side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the back. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Floating away. Quickly out to the tight end. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Orji. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They run the reverse. Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with going for the big play. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and they got stuffed on first and goal, and they said, let's go to Old Faithful. Like, let's get the quarterback under center, run quarterback sneak, make this defense stop me. It's such a hard play to stop, and the offense gets the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellows, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Louisville may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from L&N Stadium every time. The Cards have been racking up road wins since the Lee Corso days, and they'll get another one today. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
To the air, it's Locke. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Badgers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything's working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown Wolverines! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Fires to the right. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Back to throw, it's locked. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, being and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's English. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Orji. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The hand to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Turns it on in midfield. Nothing but green ahead. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Orji. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Dropping back, it's Orji. swings it out to the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He wants to throw it. Pressure comes. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's going for the big play. Snags it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Dropping back, it's Locke. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out of bounds at the 34, a productive job by the return team. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like their hair's on fire. Wisconsin linebackers do that year after year.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They're trying to get to him. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the 1st down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Morgan. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Buffalo. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Wide receivers, running backs, you see them. They're interchangeable now. You see each playing different positions and handing the ball to wide receivers like you get here wide receivers are getting the ball more and more in space, but you're also trying to hand the football so they can make some plays, get more touches, especially those good guys. Not a great game, but definitely a good job of getting the wide receiver involved in running.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Looking downfield, it's Locke. Coming after it. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up in great field position.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Fair catch called for and made. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up...
Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. From the gun to give, looking for room. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Locke. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Give him 6. Touchdown, Badger. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. give to the lone running back. Got room at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. They're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Picks up the first down. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got him first. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The run to the left. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Wolverine! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They'll start this drive with an end around. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Dances away. He chucks one out to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with a bag.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Back to pass, it's locked. He's not afraid to go deep. Snatches it on the right. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field? Big-time play, big-time throw. Receive.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They move the tight end all over. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Pocket starts to collapse. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Badger.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Might be looking to run. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to pass, it's Orji. Getting some heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock 49, Gannon University 24.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.